Hello, my beautiful friends. This is Laurel here, and it has been a while since I have made a video for you, and for that, I'm sorry. I will say, I pulled my energy back a little bit. I think I just needed to, I don't know, regroup and be and watch bad television and not try to figure anything out. And it feels like the energy's shifted now, and I am so happy to have this opportunity to share with you. And so I'm just going to start off by sending you a whoosh of love from my heart to yours, and I hope that you are doing well. I do have a new class I want to share with you about. And even if you don't take the class, this is not necessarily an infomercial for it, but I feel like some of the concepts we're going to be exploring may be helpful for you just if all you do is watch this video. So my intention is to bring you insight and some things to think about where you are in your life right now. So the theme for the next sacred circle is birthing the new. Ta-da! Birthing the new. And this is the sacred circle that will meet every Tuesday morning on Zoom. It is a small, intimate group, and there's an opportunity for sharing and reflection. And I channel Josephus and the angels, and we also talk through the different themes. And the theme for this circle for the next 4 weeks is going to be birthing the new. Because isn't that what we are all doing? You know, sometimes change comes because we ask for it, and other times change is foisted upon us. And all of us right now are navigating an expanse of our timeline where we are being asked to curate into this new energy that is coming for us. And it reminds me of, back in 2005, I happened to connect with different people who had gone through the tragedy of Hurricane Katrina. And, for each one of them, their curriculum was different. Some people lost their homes and their jobs and wound up moving out of New Orleans to something else. Other people's lives didn't experience that much upheaval. And if you think about it as a collective, all of us have gone through some form of upheaval as a result of all that is transpiring in 2020. And for some of you, it may not be all that dramatic. For others of you, it is significant. If you have, kids at home, all of a sudden you're homeschooling and figuring out how to keep them entertained in a world that has all of a sudden become very confining, or perhaps your business has ended, or maybe your business is thriving. It's for all of us, I think we can look at where we were a year ago and recognize that the world around us and within us is changing. And this brings us to this opportunity of birthing into the new, not even necessarily from this place of mastery where I'm going to master it all, I'm going to pull my gifts together and build something gorgeous out of this opportunity, but maybe it's just about, holy moly, I am moving through a time of profound change. And what does it mean to make space for the new to be born within me and around me? That it's okay to not know where you're going. You don't need to have a plan right now. And so there's four themes we're going to be working with through birthing the new. And it was interesting because I was contemplating this theme, because what tends to happen, it doesn't always happen this way, but for this particular theme, the energy came to me before the concepts. Like I felt this energy come in, and there was this vibrancy, and there was sort of a cleansing. I sometimes I use the term the energetic car wash. It was like there was this cleansing energy. And there's this adage that is not from me. I don't remember where I heard it, but it's that we are not bound by any experience of the past nor any expectation of the future. And that feels especially potent right now. So, um, the themes by week sort of all of a sudden sort of came to me in a whoosh before I even knew what they would be. So, week one, we are going to be exploring letting go and letting God. I know you've heard this term before, I didn't make it up. But what it represents in the context of what we are going to be speaking about is there are the things that we know of in our consciousness, right? The perspective we have, what we can see on the horizon, what we know. But there are also all the intangibles that are happening in the multidimensional cosmos, and they are moving on our behalf. So part of the work that I do is this belief that we are functioning in a universe that loves us and that is working on our behalf. It may not always feel true, but part of the way I live my life is in a faith that it is always happening, right? That somehow God has my back and it is working out in my favor, even if I don't know how or when. So that's how I live my life. And so letting go and letting God, what does that mean in the context of our right now? And there'll be more about this because the angels are going to come through and teach us about this, and there's stuff I don't even know about that they'll bring forward. So that's week one. Week two, I'm just going to go read from my notes to make sure I get them right. Week two is updating your narrative. So what do I mean by that? We all have a narrative about ourselves, about our lives, about our place in the world, about our relationships that happens in our consciousness. And we are the author of our narrative. And so for a lot of us, we are having to update our narrative based on what life has brought us these past 7 months, right? So perhaps you're on a change of career path because the kind of business you were in, 8 months ago doesn't exist now. Or maybe you're having to update your narrative because, in the past your kids would go to school and you would have 7 to 8 hours a day to focus on your business and your well-being and all the things you need to do. And now that time has been taken away from you. So we want to talk about updating your narrative in a way that empowers you and helps you stay centered. So week two, we're going to be talking about updating your narrative. Week three, we're going to be talking about emergence. Honestly, the angels just brought me that word, like emergence. And I just was like, oh, what is that? What is that going to be? and I don't fully know yet, but I feel the vibration of that word and just feel into that, right? So in the context of this beautiful sacred circle, birthing the new, and the angels just even feel into the vibration of the word emergence. And what is seeking to emerge through you, right? What is seeking to be born? What is whispering to you? What gifts and abilities are coming online? What opportunities are showing up for you now that perhaps were not visible before? So I feel like this is sort of going to be a juicy mystical week when we explore emergence, and I'm so excited to get to channel about it as well, because I know Josephus already knows what this is about. and they will reveal it to me as they reveal it to you, and that will be a lot of fun to explore. And then the final week, week 4, we're going to be focusing on activating this phase of your divine blueprint. So I want you to think of it this way. We're all on a trajectory. And it's not a straight line, right? It's loop-de-loop and backwards and forwards, but we're in this phase of life, right? You're in this phase of your blueprint. You're in this phase of your timeline. And perhaps this place is one of your choosing. Perhaps it's not one, it's one you were like, I don't want to be here. Or it's a blend of both. But this is where you are on the map. This is where you are on the map of life. This is where you are in your divine blueprint. So what does it mean to marshal the beautiful, mystical, magical gifts that are you, to remember your superpowers and your loving essence and all that you are in service to activating the beauty, the joy, the love, the light that you are within the context of what is happening in your life and in the collective? Again, the angels are going to bring this forward. I'm not sure what that's going to look like, but it feels so juicy to me. And I can speak from my own experience that life is changing within and around me. I think that's why I had to step away a little bit, was to make space to dance with change a little bit, right? To allow my consciousness to change, to allow my reference points to shift. Instead of railing against what was happening, how to be the willow and let the wind come through and reassess and acclimate to all that is transpiring. And this, my darling, beautiful community, is what we are going to be doing in the 4 weeks of birthing the new. Because you know what? We all are doing it. This is not, it's not just we're going to choose into it. The universe has chosen it for us. So we're going to be birthing the new together. And I hope you can join us. And even if you're not, I'm hoping you are receiving value even from this conversation, because I have faith in you. You have been on this journey of self-growth and healing for quite some time. You have amassed tools, experiences, wisdom, reference points to help you navigate whatever life is bringing you. And I have faith in you. And so even if you have down days, you will have up days. That's how life works. There's an ebb and flow to everything. And so, beautiful, gorgeous, vibrant, radiant soul, the angels and I send you love. We will talk again soon. And I love you very much. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you.